Interview with James Jani Emerging YouTube Influencer. I pulled this post out of James' main YouTube progress thread. 0 to 300k subscribers in a few months. So many great topics discussed which I outlined below. There are probably more, but I was interrupted halfway in the video, so many fast lane principles touched on. This alone was worth the 20-minute viewing time. People are getting sick of the BS. Look at my Lambo. Buy my course. Massive thanks to on this one. Wish I had my head in the right place at such a young age like he does. Yeah, so much great content here, and it was great to see his thought process and approach. When you jumping on for a call, amazing story. Is he going to be in your next book? Yup. One of the reasons that I preach MJ's work a lot is because all the principles in and have helped me get the channel to where it is today. Even if YouTube isn't conventionally viewed as a business, I took all of those ideas and applied it to that market, and it's worked. I'm in an interview hiatus. I resume when I exit my writing or pre-production phase. Be happy to do one then. The process is the thing that stands out to me. James has been on a journey, and it didn't happen overnight. Failures and learning along the way lead to his success on YouTube. I actually discovered the entire fast lane or ethos in one of James' videos. His video was inspiring, and drove me to dive into these books. I'm about 60% done with, and finished fast lane a couple weeks ago. Also, I loved James' style of video editing and storytelling. Really compelling. Oh wow! What a surprise you're actually here. And, it's your YouTube video that led me to MJ's books. I've got curious. Thanks man. I've been a victim of some of the fake gurus, but I don't blame them. I loved James Jani's video The Toxic World of Self-Help too. His content and delivery is outstanding, and for such a young bloke it's refreshing and very inspiring. James Jani led me to, couldn't be more grateful to that guy. Great interview, and thanks for sharing MJ. I will just comment about the quoted bit. I don't believe that start a digital marketing agency is a cattle call of low value. I've been making great money out of this, and have the prospects now to scale to 1M+ as well. But like any field of activity, you can't get to the top in 2 months. You can't be a nobody in advertising, and suddenly rise to having $30,000 months in 2 months of work. It takes a great deal of knowledge to succeed in this industry, knowledge that takes years to accumulate. Also, you won't be making money by helping mom-and-pop businesses and the guys hanging out on FB. You need to work for the big boys to scale, and more specifically you need to work in pioneering campaigns and launching new products, which is too much for a beginner to handle. There are big boys in e-com, although they are unreliable, because they always decide to sell the business when it gets to $110M, consulting, weight loss, and so on. The traditional direct response markets. Having said that, from what I see, what did initially with his marketing agency was literally try to cold call restaurants to promote them via social media. Probably finding out what that promotion would look like after signing the contracts. Well, good luck with that. Unlikely to get them any serious business, so they don't see the value, and they won't pay. But the root of the failure wasn't in the idea. It was in the fact that probably, I'd wager, read any of these books, The Boron Letters by Gary Halbert, Scientific Advertising by Claude Hopkins, Tested Advertising Methods by John Caples, The Robert Collier Letter Book by Robert Collier, Breakthrough Advertising by Eugene Schwartz, The Lazy Man's Way to Riches by Joe Carbo, No BS. Direct Response Marketing by Dan Kennedy, No BS. Social Media Marketing by Dan Kennedy, Spin Selling by Neil Reckham, and the list can go on and on and on. He probably had no idea at all what it even takes to sell something. What moves products? What moves services? What should he focus on? And so on. Without a global understanding of business, markets, and what moves products, your chances of success are less than 1%. Most people are too lazy to stick to it to see success. They want instant results. They don't want to spend years learning an industry. They think they can just put a FB banner up and suddenly they're a marketing consultant. How would it be if it was so easy to become a doctor as well? Just put up a sign on your door saying doctor's office. So if it takes years of study to become a doctor, why do you expect any other field to be any easier? Doctors have additional bureaucracy to survive to reach to the top. That's not because it takes that many years to become the best at what they do, but rather because there are old farts holding on to positions and being unwilling to relent and let their younger colleagues who are better than them replace them. So they put up this bureaucracy to hold on to their seats of power. This doesn't exist in marketing. But what exists is the supremacy of those who know, and who are able to move products. Is it possible to share your YouTube revenue for the most recent months? It's been about the same at the 11K mark, although I'm expecting a drop in October because I've fallen behind schedule for my next upload.